Let me just show you the Sublime wood, this purple rosewood set of wood, which is a new feature in ADM. This is the first guitar made with it. It's a type of grain that makes resonance happen in a really different manner. Check it out, these sides. The light that this wood has is fantastic, and inside, of course, it has all the newest systems like that back there, which has also some bars, crossbars with a liberated top and back. And well, check it out, the action. This is a reduced fretboard. Look at this beauty. Well, the hue of the guitar is just powerful. It's fantastic. The bridge is a sublime piece of art with excellent calibration, and look at the detail with mother of pearl on it. Well, this fretboard, look at the color because it's very interesting. This is a triple fretboard made in radius, and this is Aya. It's a German Aya. It's a different kind of wood. But look at the action here. We have all together, and the consistency between these three factors that we talk about: the line which is drawn by the string, the line which is drawn by the fretboard, which this guitar has a double fretboard because it has this one here of Aya and this one of Brazilian Nashberry, and this is divided in three pieces, which you can see about here. Let me see where you could notice it more because it's so well made, this putting three together. But here you can maybe appreciate it, what I mean. It has three pieces, one, so it will be 1, 2, and 3 pieces like this. Check it out, the action, the stability, and the line that draws the top, because the top, the string, and the fretboard are all consistent. So it's a marvelous guitar, and now I'm giving some lessons, but we will also present you the sound, and it's very fantastic. This instrument is just out of the world, and this will be in a promotional way. Tuning for you. Check this. This is not wow. What's next? The way it holds the chord is just unbelievable. First set of strings. By the way, this is the purple rosewood, which is a variety of rosewood, Rosa Morada, and well, with an exquisite top of German spruce, bridge of Aya, and this guitar here has machine head with roller shafts, and you can put it, the fourth, either here or here, so it is very malleable. The fretboard is unbelievable, and it has a slight radius, you can see, that is not like this, but slightly curved. Let me show you from here. Has its 0 fret, and the saddle just to divide is very important, because this generally, you know, Paco's opinion was that the range here, we have more space, should have more space from the 6th string to the edge and from the 1st string to the edge, while normal guitars, any other guitar, will be like this almost, and the 1st string pretty outside. As you can see here, this is the opposite, because you can really hold the chord. Let me tune this for you. Exactly. As ergonomic shape, because our fingers are round, so this being round, it facilitates so much the cejilla thing. Like, you get really a grab of it, much more ergonomic. It's so much easier than having to do pad, because you know, you have to make the finger flat like this. Right. Now treble like let's see. Like, I want to see in Spain one guitar. One guy was talking to me today and said, this and that and this brand, that brand. I said, okay, no problem. You just do this. One chord, duration, you pick your wristwatch and measure it with your chronometer. Here we go. So it will be one chord only, and how much the guitar sustains it. Here we go. 1, 2. No way, because here this inside has the structure which makes, because no luthier in Spain knows the counterbalance proper of this, of the back and the top, except for two guys that is, you know, Arcangel, Maestro Platner, his disciple, people like this only, and AG of course, which are the leading guys on it. So the beauty of this is just amazing. The bridge is also a work of art, and here you have 63 millimeters from the 6th to the 1st. So you have a lot of range, which will help to have more definition when you have to play over one string things, right? Like, just like we do this rasgueo over 3 strings, for instance, or over all the thing we can do it over one string. Left hand in the air, and I am playing rasgueo 6 only on one string. Why? Why? Because here, that's why Paco said that this should be wider and this should be narrower. And what we have in classical guitar is this narrow contracted and this like this, so that you go, you know, you almost go out of the, because you have no range here to hold the thing, the strings which are on the strings, which are the first and the sixth, right? That's a proper review to say, because one thing, first of all, we have to see about the comfort of it, because from the playability, namely how easy it is to play your guitar, that's where you actually can play well. Not that I play very well, and that's why I can do this in one string. Right, one string and two. Three strings, 4, 5, and 6. If I have to play with all volume with this guitar, it will distort. I have to face that way. Look, even there. This is the maximum. So look how much I have to go down the gain to be able to play a rasgueo powerfully. Wait a second. Okay, this is the maximum. Now listen to the inner structure of the guitar when you play rasgueos. Or and down percussively this thing. Let me put the game back to how I start recording the video for you, so you can appreciate the difference of the power that you have. So it's impossible. No guitar in Spain has the sustain. Not at all. Not in dreams. You just pick your clock and do it. You can do with one string. You can do with one string, the test, like this. So we go 1, 2, 3. So what's that? 15 seconds or what? Now 2 strings. Hold on. 1, 2. Goodbye, competition of AG. Good night. Have good sleep and not nightmares. Because now we go with 3 strings. And this is proved thing. So you measure it, you put the guitar there, the guitar says, or anyone saying is good, whatever, you put it there, pick your watch, your chronometer, plug the thing, apart from seeing the quality, but just see the impossible sustain that Paco's dream was this. That's why he made the negra happen. Negra happened because he avoided cypress scrupulously for 40 years of his life. And this has a meaning. Those who have brain will know it. Why? It has to have a meaning. For our technique, I mean, for what we play. So here, you really control the sound. No? Let's go with 3. 1, 2. Okay, let's proceed with 4 strings. That 1, 2, 3. How is that? Then we have 5. In this case, I have 6th string on D and 3rd on F sharp in case you want to try. But you can do with any tuning, with the strings normal, as I did before at the beginning of the video. So now we do 5 strings. 1, 2. And 6 strings. Like this. 1, 2, or simultaneous. 1, 2. Now if I play arpeggiato, this chord, say, look what happens. Now, the hardest test, fire test would be to put the 1 fret up, because then this top is tuned in B. So if now I go here to E flat, it will be no guitar Pen will pass this test. And now look what happens, how it reacts. Because this is the range of harmonics, couldn't be more contrary to the nature of the harmonics related to the top and to the back, which generally is 1 tone up tuned. So it will be C sharp, this here, and this is B for the lower thing. And another thing, because age is only for people who like differentiation. For instance, the bridge. This bridge, you see here, this is shorter than this wing. And this is thicker in this case, and this is thinner, because this is an Naya material against this thing with a specific design inside, which is where the sound is designed. And that has to have the equilibrium to be able to, as Maestro Samoy explained, and I will quote, I will put the first comment pin there for you and the description, 2 important videos. One about the relationship of the vibration of every part of the guitar and how they are interconnected. This is proven by one person then in the United States. And then the other thing is, this is about the harmonic range, and about the experiment and how Maestro Samoy exemplarily explains what is the job of the back as opposed to the Torres idea, which promulgates that only the top of a guitar is relevant, while the back can be anything, to prove his point, which is only partly correct in my opinion. And well, this is the vision of Paco, because he changed the guitar forever. Before we didn't play negras or guitars like this. This is also a negra. So I am proving you that this guitar, although is light, more or less, compared to another kind of rosewoods, because there is Brazilian rosewood, Amazon rosewood, Cocos wood, Bahia rosewood, Jacaranda rosewood, ¿cómo se llama esta cosa? Even from Thailand rosewood. So there is, like 20 types, and this is one. And this is a negra, this was the idea of Paco to do, and it's a guitar that allows you to give. Here we go. So now we go on the extreme of the comfort zone of the nature of the guitar. 1, 2, 3. Let me see, because I didn't accommodate well the thing, and then it did 1, 2. Very good. Then we proceed with 2 notes. Like this. 1, 2. Wow. 3. 1, 2. Have in mind that this is like putting a car underwater. So 4 notes until here. 1, 2. So that is without having a double box, and just because, as much I agree with Maestro Samoyi that unintelligent luthiers, which is pretty much everyone here, don't know what is the real relationship between the back and the top. And for flamenco, even less, because in AG last year they celebrated 20 years, on which I have been honored because of the honor of being appointed by Paco to control this thing, and as an advisor, trusted advisor, which I am honored to be. I'm very proud to be, and because it's my hobby also. Guitars are my hobby. I could never sell them, of course, because I get in love immediately with I don't want to sell it, but still, to know about guitars is a complex matter. One day I said, and it's true, that beginners sometimes they think they can choose a guitar, because the propaganda advertisements give you the illusion that you are choosing a guitar, really, but because to choose you need to have knowledge, and to have knowledge you need to know what is this and what is that first. So that's why I said that it is like if you ask a dentist to perform his own dental work. This is a person who doesn't know these things trying to choose a guitar. So at the end we need experts for this thing, and then there are the experts in different fields, in violin field, in the piano field. If you go to Steinway tradition, right, or Bosendorfer tradition of piano makings, for those who have culture enough to know what it is, Bosendorfer, and from where does it came, and how Oscar Peterson make it famous, etc. Other players, pianos like Steinway from 1920, that Vladimir Horowitz, the best piano player of the history of the planet, played. And if you see how this sounds and how a Yamaha sounds, then you know what is it. But unless you know that, and to know that you need to be a master, you cannot be a common layman. These are the facts. That's why Paco said, if you want to see an ignorant about guitars, to just ask a flamenco player. This is what is ignorance. So, and it's true, because no guitar will give this resonance and this sustain unless it has, without having the double back, but because of the circulation of the air and the particular design of the cross it has here with these walls, implemented as an expansion of the idea, of the dynamical idea for air and wave transmission, which causes pieces of wood inside the guitar. And this alters the sound, right? So therefore, I want you to watch, again, because I will post this in the description, 2 or 3 important videos, and one of the repairman from Germany, a master who repaired the Leona guitar, the famous guitar from 100 years ago, an historical guitar of Torres. Torres was the guru of this line of not caring about the back. But then why Paco changed the back to a negra? If that doesn't make sense to you, right? Just think it. Now, let's repeat the fourth, or I don't know even if I omitted. 4 strings we go now. 1, 2. Now let's go 5 strings, like this. 1, 2. And 6 strings. 1, 2, 3. Perdón un momento, que se me bajó esto. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. Arpeggiato, 1, 2. Incredible. Now let's do open string again to remember its stronger point. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. So as you can see, by fact, not that, because the problem with this is that buying guitars became a religion kind of thing. And then people follow their own church. So I said one time that every guitar player in Spain is acclimatized to obsolete things. Paco wanted change. And to do change, you need to change materials. For example, how light becomes these maple fretboards or iron fretboards. Even if they call them sometimes people alternative fretboards, but I would say the alternative fretboards are the black ones, the ebony ones, because I don't know, I played for 30 years, that's why I know what it is. And, well, yeah, I cannot play it anymore. It's this, why you want to, this is masochism, exactly. Why you want to be uncomfortable? Why would you wish to be uncomfortable playing guitar? But the problem is that we don't know we have shoes which are not comfortable. We don't even know that. So we need to first get knowledge to understand that thing. And the fact that it's not the same if you practice every day, even you play for hobby or you play kindergarten level guitar, no matter what, it will never be the same result that you get by practicing with a guitar like this. Because this is transparent medium between the public and you. It's between you and me, there's this here. And if this is a show window, this here. And if the show window sucks or it has stains there, then you cannot see clearly. You cannot see clearly. Right? So it tends to be clean, like a crystal, clean. And that's how this guitar sounds. Bye bye. Competition. I still have the note. So I want to play only the best thing, right? And what is different? Also, all the things that the softness it has, because treble like we changes normal this thing. Look at what is a E chord played on a top tune on B. Pero un momento. Va. 1, 2. Check it out this. 1, 2. To see the airwaves. To understand that, you need to see the video, the description. The one of Maestro Samoye, one of the mysteries about the guitar, sounds on the transmission, how it's related. Every part matters. So Torres was wrong there. And that's why, in fact, well, this is a revolutionary type of negra, and it's the first one, let me tell you, of AG made ever with this wood. So it will be with a promotion, as a promotional item in CFG, and if you want it, you can send me an email to info@rds.org, and then I will send you back the information. And this is presenting because last year was 20th anniversary of AG, and now this year here, these people they innovate every day. Every day there is something new and amazing, and most important, made for us. Because the problem is that luthiers have zero authority on guitars. I challenge them all, and again in this video again, I challenge them again. Did one more time. I have years doing it. They never sustained or came up to my challenge. I said that come here and play, and show me how much you play guitar really. Show me first that, and then I will allow you to tell me what is comfortable and what is not comfortable, because they came up with formulas, self-made, and of unmitigated ignorance about what playing guitar means, because they don't play. This is for the simple reason that no luthier plays beyond kindergarten. And if this is not the case, come here and let's check it with proofs. And then, because to understand what is playable and tell this to me, you need to play like me or more, right? That's why I didn't follow speculations of anyone. When I was young, I was fan of Paco. And then, one time, I understood I can never be Paco de Lucia soon. But when I was a child, because I met him when I was 8. He was preparing for el Teatro de la Ciudad for a concert. And I met him in El Fuerte. My father introduced me to him a long time ago, but I don't even say what. But I was 8 years old. And, Paco was always such a master for me and that. And then I wanted to be like him. So obviously, when I was young, I asked him deep questions in the right moment, alone, and in the situation in which he can answer what's true and not what you want to listen or someone wants to listen. Maybe confirm, because he's very smart and will also say that. To get away with unprepared potential arguments or conversations over topics which he is beyond already. Well, the thing is, I asked these questions, and he one time, I remember, he came the guitar at the beginning, before just the year that the AG was created 20 years ago, and Paco was like this, the scale, there's an amazing thing, and then all of a sudden he looked at me and does like this. I said, what's this? Like I said, well, Paco, I didn't know this. I'm sorry. Well, of course, I returned it, and then ever since then, for 20 years, the space here has the range which has to have. And here you have more space. So all the ideas, this puts a challenge to those who are, intellectually challenged to appreciate how art, even cell phones or anything, evolves and has an evolution. So we should have this evolution with guitars. It comes by knowledge, and if you listen to Lucia, you are in ignorance, because they are in ignorance about playing guitar. Otherwise, until I am proven the first day, if anyone is watching this and is a Lucia, no problem, just pause your video and don't say, I play very well. No, show it. Post a video of you and your comment, then if you will try to go back against me in this argument, and Paco actually, because what's his opinion, but I'm saying that whatever he said, I believe it. He was wrong only in one thing, which I will say later, related to but only one advice. The rest, he was very right, everything what he advised. And of course the guitar, the modern flamenco guitar, needed to be something like this.